Hello everybody and welcome back to Interactive Coldborough Park Farm. So the winning vote was to do some more harvesting, which was a bit surprising. I did think that having 5 different options in the vote would have opened it up, and I thought that something like maybe animal work or planting field number 7 would have won, but no, they were actually hardly voted for at all. Doing some harvesting was 54% of the votes, which is incredible. So I can see the reason behind it. I think it's probably because some of you are thinking you're not getting much money and it's because you're not harvesting. So yeah, I can think of a very reasonable explanation for it, and it is actually a very good idea. It's just, it doesn't always make for the best video. Oh, rush hour. Come on. Yes. Right, so yes, what we need to do is get the harvester out. It's a very small harvester, it's the case. And we need to get our tractor and trailer. What I'm doing here is just taking the doits with the bale trailer back to the yard. You can see it behind us. I haven't decided which field we are going to harvest though. I mean, the obvious choice is probably the one right next to us here. I think it's field number 9. It's just, I've done that one so many times before, and for that small harvester it is going to take some time. So I will just check first of all, we are going to do our own field, we're not going to contract, it will definitely be ours. But yes, I'm going to check and see which the most sensible field to harvest is. I think this can stay here, just for today. And let's open up the map view. We own quite a lot of fields. I mean, field number 8 could be a good one to go for, because it's not too big. Because yeah, that is canola as well. Canola is profitable, very profitable. Similar to soybeans, really. So, yeah, I think field number 8 might be the obvious choice. We've done field number 2, and field number 5 is corn. Field number 4 is harvested. Yep, they're ready to harvest, so, yep, field number 8 is going to be the best one for it. So, yeah, let's go and get the combine started up. There is the trailer. We don't have to bale. Actually, look at this. We've got a round baler and we've got a square baler. So do we really need 2? We could get rid of the round baler. Yeah, I think if we ever do become desperate for money, the round baler is what we should sell. We use the Claas tractor for the carting. This is the field which we're going to do. And here is the harvester. Let's just get straight into it. I want to get it done really. We should get a very welcome cash boost out of this. It's just, yeah, this combine is tiny. But I don't think it is as small as the Sampo Rosenloo. What are we touching? It doesn't want to fit through the gate. We may use a worker today. Depends how we get on. But no, this field isn't massive, it's just, well, I would say it's a very long field. It's not very wide at all. And using such a small harvester, it's going to be quite a job. I'm looking forward to it. We need to definitely sell the first load because there's bound to be a great demand on it, or at least a good price, not necessarily a great demand. And then the rest can go in storage because we're not so desperate that we have to take a bad price for it. So we'll fill one trailer up, sell it, and then from then onwards we'll tip it in the farm silo. Now, which way does the worker want to drive? Because the worker always drives a certain direction. Okay, that is not too bad at all. We'll take the headlands off and then it can drive that way. That is fine by me. If we don't take the headlands off, it is definitely going to crash into this barbed wire fence or maybe some trees down the bottom. So 3 times round. That is the key, and yes, the yield on this is horrific. It would have been worth fertilising it first, but I don't know if it does make a difference for a field which is fully grown when you start the map. Not too sure about that. Anyway, yeah, we'll continue, and I'll see you in a second. There's headland number 1, and the harvester is 26% full. Very impressive. Let's go for headland number 2. Now, I think what we're going to do, because it is so slow at filling up, is we're going to put it onto a worker. and we're going to probably find a different job to do as well, because there's not really much point in me just filming this harvest, and that is it. Because yeah, as you can see by the rate it is filling up, there isn't really going to be an awful lot of unloading done here. There also isn't going to be much carting done. So we'll just let the worker get on with it. I don't usually do this, but I think it is worth it. We're still getting the harvest done. Anyway, headland number 3. Here we go. Okay, so there we go. 3 headlands completed. Right, so the best place to start it is obviously going to be on this side of the field. But wherever we set it off, the worker is most likely going to miss a bit. Try to finish off later. I think, because yeah, I think it wants to be about this angle. Let's just see. It will correct itself. That angle there. It's not quite as steep as I thought, which means it may actually be perfect. It shouldn't miss anything. So let's get the tractor sorted out, which is not this one here. And we're going to get the trailer hitched onto it. Now, a few people have been expressing their opinions on this tractor, and there is one which I do agree with. And there is something, although this tractor is very good, it's the interior. There is something about the interior, and I think this person has actually managed to hit the nail on the head as to what it is. We're sitting too far away from the steering wheel. That's what it feels like. So I don't know if you agree, but it does feel like it. Apparently there is IC. Let's just see. There is IC. Yes, well done. Let's use it more often. There we go. The grain tank is almost full. We better head over there. We've got a nice empty trailer. And again, that is not a bad setup, having this trailer on this tractor. Ah, yes, that is something I didn't think of. Yeah, this is when it could miss something. Possibly. But we won't unload until it's coming back up the field again. The workers are more intelligent. In fact, there was actually a worker patch in the latest update. So something has been improved or fixed on it. It doesn't say exactly what it is. We'll just wait here until it is turned around, and then we'll unload going uphill, which seems strange but should work. And as far as I can remember, this combine is fairly slow at emptying, just as it is so slow at filling up as well. But now I think the work has actually managed to get on track. It should be okay from now onwards. Until it gets to the electrical pole over there, it could hit it. But that is some time away. Right, so I know a job we do have to do. It is to buy the seed drill, which we're going to be using very soon. So we'll get the John Deere tractor, we'll take it down to the store, and then we'll be able to go and pick it up and bring it back ready. This is of course the interactive series, so we can't start it today, but you can indeed vote for it for the next episode if you want us to do the seeding. We don't have to do it, but I'm going to go and buy it. And yeah, before I forget, we should probably just check the animals once again, because they can change so rapidly. Cleanliness is horrific except for the cows, but everything else except for the grass of the cows is okay. And of course the potatoes and sugar beet, but that's always going to be the same. However, we can now convert or transfer the potatoes from Chellington to Coldborough Park Farm. If you remember, in the last episode I did of Chellington, we did that massive potato harvest, and we had all of those potatoes in storage. Well, they need to be transferred over to this map, because I said that it'd be taken to the next interactive map, which is this one. So technically we have about 200,000 litres of sugar beet waiting for us. It just needs to be transferred between the two farms. One farm is in Bedfordshire and the other farm is in Herefordshire, so not exactly close. Now we do know which seeder we're going to buy. It is £52,000, so it's not going to leave us with a great deal. But anything we get off this harvest, obviously that's going to bring in income. And at midnight, the cows will be selling their milk. So again, that is going to produce a bit of money, even though it won't be that impressive. In the past I have considered buying one of these two fields here, the potatoes and the sugar beet, but because we do potentially have a lot of sugar beet in storage, it's just not worth it. But what we could do is harvest it as a contract if we want to, then we still get money from it. We won't even have to buy it. Here we are. Now, where is our seed drill? Sowing machines. This one here, the Rapid A600S. Let me just look and see what else we have. Yeah, we have the TSL, but that is for old stream. Why am I reversing? That's weird. That's better. So yes, the Rapid A600S. That is what we're going to buy today. And it should be a perfect seeder for this tractor. But it is expensive. Good. Yes, we can even use the IC in this tractor as well. It has changed since FS15, obviously it's the new design. It does look different. So we'll go back up to the main yard, and I think we'll keep it attached to the tractor because chances are we are just going to get straight into it next time. It all depends on the winning vote. One thing's for sure, we should get field number 7 planted in probably 20 minutes. It's going to be so fast, which is fantastic. There's always so much traffic. Right, so I wonder how full the combine is. Chances are it's about 40% full or something stupid, which means we're going to have to find lots of odd jobs to do in the meantime. The best place to park it is going to be in the courtyard. So we've got to reverse it around the corner here. And then we'll put it straight into one of the open bay sheds. My guess is this one just here. There we go. And yes, it is sticking out quite some way. We can go back another metre or so. But that is going to have to do. And yeah, as long as everybody can get past us in front, that is okay. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. Good. Another job completed. There's the weeder, which is going to be used after we've planted the field. There is the combine, which doesn't seem to be moving. I think our tractor is in the way. That was counterproductive, leaving it there. Whoops. Oh no, the worker has actually gone home, so we can't have been in the way at all. Okay, that is all sorted out. The combine is now moving again. An idea has just come into my head. We are going to be using the Coon DLC, which is coming out very soon, on the 14th. So what we are going to do with the fields which we cut with the Krone Big M is we're going to bale them, and they're going to be wrapped, which means there'll be silage bales. However, we do need some grass as well, but not too much. So I think what we're going to do is just use this machine with a bucket, scoop some up, as strange as it might sound, and we're going to give it to them that way, just because it's going to be much easier than trying to cut some more grass afterwards. We've already got loads out there. Now obviously the ideal thing to use here would be the loading wagon, however we don't have one, and I think renting one for this is extremely unnecessary and very expensive, so we'll just scoop it up with a bucket. There is plenty of the grass out here, in fact it's only just in this field here, so it's going to be quick and easy. And it is actually the cows which require the grass, which is amazing because usually it is the pigs. They seem to want everything on the earth. But I suppose the pigs do reproduce fast, so they do need their produce because they are super busy. Let's scoop. Now it should fill up relatively quickly because you know how big the working width is on the Krone BIG M. The author of the edited version apparently has said that the even spread setting is going to be coming soon, or work in progress at least. It currently isn't enabled. It must be quite hard to do that because the whole thing has been converted originally from FS13, then to 15, and now onto 17. So it's been converted a few times. Now I have a plan or an idea. But this is probably best suited in here, but I might be wrong. It could be better outside. We'll see. If it doesn't accept it here, it's easy enough just to go out the front. Right, let's see if that is registering. It is, good. It probably doesn't matter at all. It probably works in both. But having said that, it would be easier for us to put it into the outside trough. Maybe the inside trough is just for the power food. Total mixed ration, which I would usually call it. So how much do we actually require? That's put it to roughly 25%, so it is going to be 3 to 4 loads, probably about 3.5 loads. So you can see how easy this is. We really couldn't justify getting a loading wagon to do this with. Unless of course we were billionaires, then we could just buy one. Surprisingly quick and easy doing this. The next episode is going to be in the morning. We are going to skip the night time as usual, so I don't know what's going to happen to the farm's finances. They're either going to be higher or lower. I would imagine they're going to be lower because of the machinery maintenance. However, some money will come in from these cows because they've got milk. And they are frozen, as they do. We might as well clean them out as well while we're here. Here is load number 4. I think this may be the last load. And these cows, they're still stunned. They just stood there staring, thinking, what are you doing? Why are you bringing us grass? Well, it's what you require to get good productivity. We need as much milk out of you as possible. They're lucky that they're not being slaughtered. They're milking cows, which is good. Right, so how are we doing? Perfect. Look at these cows now. It's a shame we only have 12, because if we had more, they would be incredibly productive. They have got everything. Their cleanliness is pretty good. I think they're just 10% dirty. This can go into storage. Can use it next time. There we go. It always creates a surprisingly large pile from a very small bucket. Now this pallet here, this wool pallet, it actually spawned before I'd even taken the other trailer load away. And some people said, oh, you're so unobservant, just pay attention more. Well, actually, there was nothing in it. Although it's here, there is probably something in it now, but at the time, there was nothing, because it spawns and it starts to fill it up. So even though it looks like there is a full sack or two, one big full sack here, there isn't. There isn't enough in there. So that is why it looked weird, but it actually wasn't weird at all. I think the combine may be full very soon. That'll do. They're cleaner than they were. Okay, so we'll leave this here, turn the engine off, and head over to the harvester. Right, things are not going too well here. It had crashed and it has stopped again, so this is going to be incredibly slow. I'm going to have to do it myself, as waiting for the worker is literally like watching paint dry, although possibly even more boring. It's certainly more frustrating, but that's the worker for you. Let's go for a time lapse. I don't know if we're going to get this field finished today, because it's just one of those things which you want to do a little bit of every day. When you've got such a small harvester, we might as well just pace ourselves. It's not on lease or anything, so We'll do a bit whenever we can do, although in real life that would be awful, having that attitude. We would get nothing done. But yeah, we can. I suppose what we could do is when we're doing field number 7, we're right next to this field, so if the worker does get stuck, we can just correct it very easily. But no, I'll try and get another, well, half of this done at least during our time lapse. Okay, so yeah, we're not really getting on too well. It is very slow. The trailer is about 68% full, and we've done over half the field, definitely. So, yeah, it isn't exactly productive. But as I do say, it is all extra money, and you can't see quite as clearly from over here. It's more obvious from back over where the tractor is, but the road network, you can see all the different cars going backwards and forwards. Well, not backwards, they're all going forwards, but they're all pulling out of the different junctions and stuff, and it looks so perfectly synchronised. It's incredible. Anyway, what we're going to do is finish off this tiny bit of the field at the same time as planting field number 7, because then it gives us 2 jobs to do in one episode. I don't really like just doing one job, so whatever we do in the next episode, we'll be finishing off this field as well. What we're going to do for the rest of this episode is unload what we have in the combine now into the trailer. We're then going to head down to the sell point, whichever one is giving the best price. I think there's 2, and then hopefully we'll be able to profit out of it. Well, we'll certainly profit because we actually didn't plant this at all. We started off with this field already grown, which was pretty beneficial to us. It's just it wasn't fertilised, which I do regret because we could have fertilised it. So this is going to be probably 80% full in total, this trailer. I would have thought so. 79%. It just didn't want me to be right, I don't think. Anyway, let's go. Let's go to the sell point. Canola this will be, so we need to get the best price possible. Which, oh wow, there is a good one. It isn't like great demand, it's just a good price, and it is at the MajsteR store, which is down near the vehicle shop. So yeah, it couldn't be further really. But luckily, this map is so well laid out that nowhere is really that hard to get to. It doesn't take that long, as the main yard, which is this one, is situated completely in the middle, which does make it very easy. I suppose the middle is about field number 9, but it's close enough. And here we are. Let's see what price we can get. I'm hoping it is actually going to be incredible because we've got about 11,000 litres and it's over 2,000 per 1,000 litres. So this is certainly over £20,000, which is going to be very helpful to us. We desperately need it. Let's just put the heads-up display back on. I was doing a screenshot. Look at that. £25,516. That just instantly makes that harvest not look half as bad as it felt. It did feel very slow and not really worth it, but when you get £25,000 out of not even the whole field, well, that makes it all better. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and next time, like I say, we'll be doing whatever you choose, but we will be finishing off that harvest as well. It should only take about 15-20 minutes. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.